Welcome back to Fire to Fork. I need a beer. Hold on. All right. I've been dreading this. I really didn't want to do it, but it has to be done. I need to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff. So the problem is we have a baby coming along, let's just say soon. Sooner than we might have planned. And we have a 40 kilo odd dog. Fred, come here. This guy. So, to give you an idea of the problem, come here. Oh! Fred. What? Ah! Whoa! Is wriggly and doesn't fit up here. You right, mate? Come here. Come here. Boy. Fred doesn't fit in the boot. He doesn't fit up here. That's for damn sure. Having a dog and a baby in the same area, which is the back seat, is just a recipe for disaster. All it takes is, you know, the dog to like the look of a toy or a piece of food and put his mouth in the baby's face and all that kind of stuff, or baby poke the dog in the wrong way, and you know you've got issues, which means I need to move this stuff somewhere else. Not all of it, but these two drawers are going, and I'll explain when we get to Pro Camp Solutions what we're doing, but for now it's the justification of my stuff, and that is a real pain. So, stuff. I found these Front Runner Wolfpack Pro boxes. They're fully water sealed, and they open kind of like they're kind of like a Pelican case. I haven't quite figured out this thing. So you latch them down one side, then you can open the other side. Yeah. And then to get them all the way off, you have to put them in, and then yeah. Anyway, so they're quite big. I'll put the dimensions on the screen now. And very robust and stackable. All the things I want. Also, $65. Really good value. For a water sealed tough box, yeah, you can do a lot worse. So that's going to be my solution. Now those are going to go either on the roof, in my new camper trailer, on the back seat, strapped down, or wherever else I can put them. They will actually fit up here, but I seriously doubt they're ever going to take up any of this deck space, because that is prime real estate. That whole left side will be prime real estate for crash pods and things like that, but technically it can go up here. They also will go in this spot here. Once these drawers will go there if needed. So if I go away without the baby, which will happen a lot, then I can stack them up here like drawers. Now, I don't really like the usability of boxes. Doesn't matter how good the box is, it's never the same as a drawer. Drawers are just so useful. Get what you need, close it, out of the way, packed away. These things are sort of, you're gonna bug it and like, where does it sit? No, I can't have it sitting here because that's taking up all my bench space. So can't have it sitting on my table because it's taking up my bench space. I don't want it here because then I can't open my other drawer, and then there's no room on the deck anymore. So I plan to have one kind of constantly sitting in here that I can access. But then if one's on top of another, I can't access it. Anyway, it gets complex. So I've got a pretty simple solution. Stool. So, hold on. I think I need to zoom out for this. Stool next to where I'm set up. There. Voila. Solution. Now, the real question is, what do I take? What do I keep? Let's do it. the only way I can think to do it. What I want to do is make basically one box my everything drawer and then justify everything else. I would go through and show you every little thing, but to be honest, this will be a very, very long video if I do that. So, sorry, I'm sitting on my microphone thing. I'm just gonna crack on and then I'll give you a summary of what's staying and what's going. Actually, you know what? I will go through this in real time. So, what I've got rid of so far, a couple of stubby holders. I just don't use them. I use my 2 Yetis or 1 Yeti and that's fine. There was a box of hot grounded drops coffee bags, which I'm gonna combine into a stash it, whatever they're called, the crash pad things, with all my, I just refill this. This pile here is going into a box. That pile there is going into my main drawer. So that's the stuff that I absolutely need. So, tea and coffee, box, don't need that permanently in my car. Thermocell, box, don't need that permanently in my car. Fire lighting kit, this has flints, knife, you know, all that kind of stuff, a little adapter for a butane bottle so I can have a jet torch. It's got some, it's a fun thing to have. Box, don't need it in my kit. In fact, camper, they can go in the camper. Medications, these are going to go into my medical kit, which I'll go through later. Spare bag. This is a really crap quality one. It's supposed to be a dry bag. It's not. Doesn't actually keep things dry. It's going off to the side. This is going box. Little thing of Velcro and pegs and stuff. Camper. Don't need it in my car. Wine sippy cup. That is definitely staying in the car. That is essential for Sam. Fire lighters. Essential. Little BioLite light. Never use it. Bin. Scourer. Never use it. Bin. Spare bin bags. Useful. Actually, yeah. No, I'm going to change that. These are the big heavy duty bin bags. They're going to go in the camper. I use those lightweight ones for the car now. Biodegradable ones. Lithium jump starter. I think essential. I use that all the time. Not for me, I just jump start people. Tunes, music. That, for me, is an essential one. Tea towels. Maybe 2. And they can go in the little cubby hole behind the drawers. Sorry, no, behind the K-On fold down table. So let's get 2 good ones. I don't think I have 2 good ones. I thought I did. Oh well, 1 good one and 1 pretty crap one. Moving forward, some merch. Yeah, that'll go in there behind the back of the tailgate. It's just really useful to have because when I find people on the street, I like to be able to give them stuff. Head torch, essential. Drone charger, not essential. Box. Actually, that can go inside with my camera gear. Don't know why it's here. 10 litre bucket. I love this. I love this thing. It's a Cedar Summit bucket, and when I don't carry a steel bucket, which is most of the time, this is so good for carrying water from the ocean or whatever, or a stream to putting out fires. It's just so useful to have a tiny little 10 litre bucket, but I don't need it in my car all the time. So that is going in the box. Little Talisker cup. Now, cups, this is an interesting one. I've actually thought long and hard about this. I am going to keep 1 front runner cup and 1 Talisker cup because they nest nicely. And the reason I'm keeping 1 of each and not 2 of the much better quality front runner cups is because this is not insulated, and that's really valuable for me, for my cooking, because I'll put sauces or I'll put butter or something like that in this that I'll put next to the fire and keep it warm. So that's really important for me. And the other ones, they can go in the camper. fact, I need to get more of them for the camper. Cedar Summit Wilderness Wash, the best hand wash for in the bush. Definitely keeping that in there. Collection of random bits to fix a Waco CF80 latch if you have a billet latch. The most useless thing in the world. Bin. Toothpicks. Box. Fun but rather useless knife. Bin. Permanent marker. Doesn't really work. Whiteboard marker, definitely not. Candle, surprisingly useful. Not a permanent thing, but definitely in a box. That is for if you have any canvas leaking, so if canvas has been stretched, particularly on awnings where there's stitching, you can rub a little bit of warm candle wax on it and it stops it from leaking. Microfiber towel, that can go in a box, along with second tea towel. It's always good to have backup tea towels. A really manky camera cloth. Bin. Bush knife. I love this bush knife. Keeping it. Blowtorch, never use it, never carry butane. Bin. Random cap, bin. Nah, never use it. Little sharpening stone, bin. Throttle controller light. Came with, Ultimate 9 gave it to me. Never really use it. Bin. Actually not a bad light, I just don't have any real use for it. USB-C cable. Camera bag. More microfiber. I'm going to put this over here with the rags. It's a good rag. Old lighter. Does it work? Works. Backup lighter. That is going to go in a box, because that's very useful and probably end up getting just stuck to some Velcro. Whiteboard marker. Let's see how this one. That one work. Oh, that's a good whiteboard marker. I'll keep that. This is starting to get messy in there. Do I have any spare bags? Sure I do inside. Hold on. I haven't got any small ones, but I've got a big one. So, let's get a couple of these random little bits. The hand wash, actually, I want that loose in there because it's just so useful. Second knife, that's Sam's knife. That can go in the box. Another BioLite light, useless multi-tool. That can go with, that peg can go with the other pegs in the camper. Marker. Hoochie cord, box. Key for something. Oh, that's the key for my drawers. Yep, keys for my drawers. They can go in there if I need to use them. That's for the thermocell. And I might as well put the other insect repellent in there with that. Hand sani. Chuck it in. Ibuprofen. Go there. Empty bottle of wilderness wash. Bin. A little tiny thing of lip balm. Hairy lemon for hangovers. Useful. Plastic bag. Useful for putting this rubbish in. Spare fridge cable. Really not necessary to carry, but I broke it and I like to carry a spare just in case. Spare angle plug, which I don't even use. That's useful. Great. All right, that can get put away with my electrical stuff, but not coming with me on the road. Random bit of paper towel inside. And the lid for one of my cups, that can go in the camper. Now, you might think, great, done. You'd be wrong. Like I said, this is the section for everything I carry in the car all the time. That means I have no tools and I have nothing to cook with. And that doesn't fly well with me. So, I don't need everything, but I need, maybe I should do a cooking box. I think I have to do this. I have to do a cooking box. Cooking box is going to be here. I won't do the cooking box now. I want to finish this one. So let's come over to the tools. Should be clear that this box is a little bit smaller than my drawer. The drawer's about 1.5 boxes. So we've got a little bit of leeway. Things I need. Zip ties and gaffer tape. They have to go in there. Basic hand tools. They've just got to go in there. Roller spanners. Spare things for water and stuff. That's definitely a camper. Small ratchet set, small socket set, big socket set, random drill bits and air hose. I need that. Hammer. You need it. Electrical kit. Don't need. That can go somewhere else. Wired winch controller. If I break my cable, if my battery in the controller runs out, I need this. It's a backup thing. Some putty, some tape, some hose clamps and stuff. None of this I need. Spare shackle. I don't need that in there. 240 volt power for the fridge. Don't need that in there. Ratchet spanners. That's a tough one. I use these for so many things, but I don't use them in this car that much because nothing really breaks. Windscreen washer cleaner. No, I'm going to leave that at home. Jack. I need a jack. Kit for wheel bearings. No, don't need that in there. Rag. Look, I'm probably going to keep 2 rags in there. 1 rag in there. 1 rag in there. Random assortment of bolts and whatnot. Washers. Don't need that in there. Drill bits and stuff. No, don't need that. Giant pliers. Don't need them. Can't even remember what they do. Trim tool. Don't need that all the time. Nitrile gloves. Don't need them all the time. Tape measure. I actually use that all the time. Super out extractors. Ooh, little magnet grabby thing. Nah, don't need it all the time. Gasket maker, definitely don't need that all the time. All right. I don't really want this in a box, to be completely honest. I might get a tool bag for that. It'll be too heavy as a box and unwieldy and the kind of thing that can cause damage. Whereas if I get a tool bag, throw all that in a tool bag quite easily, it'll be heavy, but at least it can sit in like a footwell so that it's got good weight distribution. I will still take all of this stuff when I go on long trips because while again, my new car doesn't really break very much, I like to be able to help other people, and I also, other stuff around me tends to break, like friends' cars, trailers, you know, just being able to fix stuff. Also, a lot of the time, just accessories. I might damage something, like it's not its fault, but I do damage stuff on the road, and sometimes you need to unbolt this and that to get to that bloody cord that got caught in a tree. All right, I think that's my drawer. Let's do it. And go there. Head torch, I use it quite a lot. And that's it. I've got heaps of room in here. Now this is a conundrum. Because do I now go, well, why don't I put some basic cooking stuff in here as well? Or will it make it less usable? And then my cooking stuff will be in 2 places. But also, I don't think I'll get all my cooking stuff in 1 box. All right. Sorry, this is literal stream of consciousness. I didn't plan this, as you can tell. Okay. I'm going to put some cooking stuff in here. I'll be right back. after I've put these away. Oh yeah, breadboards, they go in here. Really useful. This is a K-on thing, by the way. Got a knife sharpener in here, and some paper towel. My 2 breadboards, they fit in beautifully. Can't remember what this is called. I'll put it on the screen, I remember. And yeah, it's really cool. Everything stays so solid in there. It's great. Oh, I want to put those in there too. Stickers. Hold on. If I can fit all this in, I'm honestly laughing. So, all right, washing up kit. I don't know why I didn't put this in because I use this constantly for everything. So, washing up kit. So that's just a thing of detergent and then a couple of sponges. Try and put that in there. Tupperwares. So useful. These are the nesting. These are Cedar Summit ones. By the way, if you don't have these, just link on my gear page. They're brilliant. They don't leak and they fold flat. Okay. So they can tuck in there. Now, what I've done is I've gone back to sort of minimal stuff. So I've got 2 plates, 2 bowls, pan. That's it. Basic utensils. These I think are going to be a struggle. And I think I've got a solution, but they're not going in the drawer. Couple of knives. You know what? Same solution. Oh, don't need that in there. These are mine. This is my cutlery. I use lightweight Cedar Summit cutlery. Saves a ton of weight. Well, not a ton, but you know, enough. They're just nice stuff too. Good quality. That, see, this is where it starts to get a bit awkward. And look at this. Look at this. I might be on here. This is all my most used cooking utensils. This bag has seen some stuff and done a lot with me over the years, and is constantly evolving. I think I've done it. I think I've gone from 3 drawers to 1 while still being able to get in my car and just go camping with my, it's got a little thing under here. So this is something I always have to check. You have to make sure that it's like a little latch. Bowls, always awkward shapes. Okay, now we might be on here. I am a god of organisation. Okay, now let me show you my solution for this stuff. When these are removed, there's going to be some space for Velcro. And these big things from CrashPad can hold long, light stuff just like that. So that will be inside there, out of the way, bloody perfect. I'll put them this way down. Less likely to impale my dog on them. Oh, that's very pleasing. I like that. Maybe a bit of a mess, but there's a lot less stuff here, which is a really good sign. Oh, I don't even have a pot for my cooking stuff. It's all right, I don't use pots that much. Pot. Extra breadboard. Oh, it doesn't fit. Jaffle iron. Oh, it doesn't fit. All right, that's fine. Extra breadboard, jaffle iron. And now, camper trailer items. Little tripod for my camp oven, super useful. Definitely going in. Rolling pin, don't use it that much. Oh no, I broke it. Damn it. Oh well, I used to have a hot oil scooper, don't anymore. Branding iron, fun. But that can go in there. Filleting knife, definitely don't need that in there. Washing up tub, that definitely needs to be in here. I'll figure out a way for that to go in there. Now, Coles bags, they're fine. First aid, this is a good one. This is a little Cedar Summit first aid dry bag. Great for just grabbing basic first aid items and then throwing them in your car, in for a hike or something. But that's a camper trailer item now. Scraper, I never used that. Got a better one. Couple of extra tea towels. My mortar and pestle, use that a lot. More tups. You can never have too many Tupperware. All my extra bowls, all my extra plates, all going in the camper. Some honey that Salty got me. This is kind of sentimental, it always comes with me. But it's going to go in my cooking box now. Thermocell, etc. in. Folding bucket, in. Hoochie cord, toothpicks. Coffee bag, essential. Candle, very useful. Ooh, yeah, in there. Tea and coffee, sorry, tea and sugar. Couple of extra tea towels. Spare lighter and a knife. And that is my camping box. Going pretty well. Got down to not even a very full, not very full box and a drawer. This looks sick. So stoked, so much room. Hey!
Hey, how you going?
Yeah, good. Good. Oh, by the way, I've like fully, look, I've done it, like actually fully redone it.
That's great, but
have a look.
we've got to go.
Like, gotta go?
We've got to go.
Actually gotta go?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Now.
Okay, thank you for watching. Shit. Woo. I'm gonna unpack this.
One
baby
later.
I still don't see why we really need it.
I think we should get a car seat.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I think we can do better.
What do you think, mate? But like Fred can't fit in here, whereas he can fit on the back seat.
That is true. But I think the safety features just aren't really there.
Whatever. Nitpicking. This is Bill.
Internet, meet Bill.
All right, let's go and make this car ready for Bill.
Yeah.
All right, now you can probably see what's not behind me. It's all gone. We've got space. Now the idea here, so if we've retained the tie-down rails in the middle, or in this sort of lower deck, and we've cut these ones and put them long ways because I still want to be able to tie stuff down here, so that'll be really, really useful. They've put an L bracket here on the edge, which makes that really strong because it's a metal L bracket, so that's got tons of rigidity, because the biggest thing I was thinking was things are just going to slide into here all the time. So I can probably put a couple of crash pods or something there without them constantly falling in, but then I can also tie them down. Boxes will be tied down here when I'm doing trips, but I'll be putting a little mat over the top, a little bit of cushion for Fred to sleep, so that he doesn't get caught up on these and ripped up. It looks awesome, and this is such a great part about getting drawers that are custom made, is that you can modify them, and like I dropped this off at 8 o'clock, or 8:30 this morning. It's 3:30 now. Done. The guys fitted me in, and it's been like no hardship to get. Well, not for me anyway. To get this done. And they've even given me a nice little Pro Camp Solutions tie down. I like that. It's a really nice touch. So, next test. Well, I didn't bring my crash pad bags and stuff. I'm going to stick it all on, throw some boxes in, and see how it goes. And I'm pretty keen to take it camping soon. Once Bill's settled down a little bit, I'm going to try and get away for a night in the next kind of couple of weeks. So next cooking episode will be the first first tester for this. So let's get home and get this thing all packed up. It actually looks really good, really good. Okay, does it fit a Fred? One Fred. Well done, mate. Come on, drop, drop. See, he fits in fine. Oh, good boy. He can lie down in there, no worries. He's been in there with the door closed and he can curl up nicely. And I'd usually put a piece of foam down here, but just for demonstration purposes, I thought I'd show you how he goes in, and he goes in just fine, despite being a very big dog. I've also got my Velcro things on the side here, the crash pad ones. They're really good so far. Knives in here and the utensils in there. They're quite solid once they're actually Velcroed on, so that doesn't look like it's going to come out, and it doesn't sort of seem to bother Fred. Another thing I want to talk about are these medical kits. I mentioned them earlier. This is the Survival brand. I got them through A247. By the way, if you do want a discount code on these and the front runner stuff and basically anything on A247, they have sent me one. It's FTF20, I believe, and that gives you 20 bucks off your first purchase over 100 bucks. Pretty good. So if you get a wolf pack, that's the cheapest way to get a wolf pack pro, is through that. It's not a paid thing, it's just, you know, if someone sends you a discount code you can pass out, then great. Survival ones. Now, my wife's a doctor, so we've always been really fussy about our medical kits. We've previously just built our own. Go on, Fred, get out. Go on. We've previously just built our own medical kits because it was better that way. We also wanted the flexibility to have like different medications. So this is stuff like antihistamines, ibuprofen, paracetamol, that kind of stuff, and also some antibiotics and things like that that Sam can obviously prescribe, but we pre-get them before we do long trips in case you do get a big cut or you do get a whatever. Even when I'm out there alone, I can call her. She can say, all right, Harry, you know, you need to take the XYZ if I've got potential infection. That's really useful for us. So the fact that this is expandable, it's got 2 personal packets, packages is really good. Very well equipped otherwise, all really, really clearly labelled. And the thing I really like about these is the fact that they are soft. It means that you can sort of throw them around and have them where you want them, as opposed to, I just realised that cargo barrier things come off, as opposed to hard ones where you always have to strap them down, because hard things will smash on your window, smash on the sides, and that, you know, it means that they're harder to get to. This you can just have stashed somewhere kind of easy to get to. Yeah, anyway, those are definitely the best we've come across so far. Now, wolf packs, they go in here. Strap them down easily. By the way, if you haven't seen these front runner stratchets, check them out. They're awesome. They're kind of like the love child of an Oki strap and a strap. They can be strapped very, very tight, but they can also be strapped loosely with a bit of elastic, so it's great for soft stuff. I use them for everything. I use them for the roof, I use them for the trailer, and obviously inside. Very, very cool. And they've got a carabiner at each end so they don't come off. You know, there's nothing more annoying than like throwing your strap over and then it's loose and coming off, and you know, you're never sure if you can tighten it properly. These are very sort of definitive. Behind the wolf packs, I found there's about a 300mm gap, which is so bloody useful. You can throw a camp oven there, I can throw an Osprey, I can throw anything I want. I could probably fit my clothes bag in there quite easily. Definitely get like, you know, medical kits or something behind there. Love that. I love that there's a bit of extra space. That an unused bit of space is the most useful bit of space in my experience. Also grabbed one of these Beehive tool bags. I've heard they're really good quality. I'm not a tradie, but my mates who are tradies swear by them. Paid full price for it. It cost me quite a lot of money. Yeah, as you know, I just like to buy things once and not bugger around. So that's fitting all my tools. Everything's in there. So pretty stoked with that. Finally, there was that bag of stuff that had like hairy lemon and some lip balm and stuff that was really big and annoying. I ended up putting that in my seat organizer, which I'll show you in a minute. And the other thing I've added to this drawer is my sat phone. I use a little Thuraya sat phone on Optus. So Optus satellite, not Optus mobile. One of these little guys, nice and compact. They cost about $700. Now I see a lot of people using stuff like the Garmin InReach and the spot trackers and things like that, and they're okay, but to be honest, it's not that much more money. It's a couple of $100 more to get a proper sat phone where you can have a conversation with someone. This cost me $15 a month, and you can cancel any time. So if you only go on one trip a year where you need it, it will only cost you $15 for that month, and you just cancel the contract, and then you can sorry, not contract, you can just cancel your account, restart it, blah, blah, blah. Means it's very, very inexpensive to run, whereas most of those other ones are annual subscriptions. The other cool thing is, if you want to have a conversation with someone on the road, you can just call into this sat phone for free. So it's like calling any other number. So I just text Sam when we're on the road, she calls me, and we can have a 20-minute conversation. It doesn't cost either of us anything, which is incredible. So definitely recommend those. Real peace of mind. Let's go through the rest of it. All right, seat organizer. You can't see it very well now, but I'll do some close-ups. So in here I've got my hand sanitizer, the lip balm. I've moved the seat all the way forward, just so I can get my hands in here, but usually it sits basically touching this baby seat. And then the tool bag, you can see, sits in here. So that's locked in when that seat's all the way back, so it can't fly out anywhere, which is really good. Also good central weight distribution. I've got a couple of balls for Fred, Hairy Lemon. I've got one of my Fighter Fork cups, my winch controller. I've usually got a couple of GME handhelds, but at the moment we've got them inside because we're using them for night duty with Bill. More snorkel socks, couple of pens, nothing particularly special in there, but very useful. So that's a crash pad seat organizer. Definitely recommend that. And the other one I've got is up the top here. I'll show you that. In another little crash pad sort of organizer. So up here I've got like a code reader. That's a spare cable for my fridge. Some straps, bit of toilet paper. I carry a GME PLB, or personal locator beacon. So that's the old shit button. So it's similar to an EPIRB, if you know them from boating, but it does it on land. And yeah, so not a heap in there, but it does keep stuff out of the way, and it fits a roll of toilet paper just perfectly, which I find very useful. It's just a really good way of, there are a few spare things in there. I've even got like some little bits of Velcro and stuff that I can stick things to my drawers with and whatnot. But yeah, really happy with that up in the cargo barrier. It keeps it out of the way. The other thing I have up there is a fire striker, which is like an ARB, I think it's made by ARB. Very compact fire extinguisher underneath the Red Arc screen, and that's really, really good. And I have a grab me gear bag with stuff in there that honestly I don't even know what's in there. I really need to just take it off and do something useful with it. And that is everything that's in my car. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. If you want any more information on this, as I said, jump on my gear page. The next one, that's not a cooking video, will be my camper trailer. So we'll be going through that and hopefully packing it. Cheers.